Okay. All right, Shalom. I want to give all honors and glory praise due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Risking your lives and your freedoms more so than ever, and do so. Shout out to the apostles and elders of GMS, and for you brothers out there, not just in the continent of the Americas, but also on the four corners of the earth, just like the scriptures say. And also shout out to you confusion of brothers. We call it Israelite foreigners, so Salaki on that. Because we're going to have brothers that look like so-called Edomites or Ishmael, so-called Chinese, so-called Elam.
They actually are, but they gonna
look
like those.
Yeah, well, they come from their forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. So shout out to you brothers also. You know. Well, you had something, brother?
Well, I was gonna grab a precept, right?
Oh, to that? Okay.
What you just said, Revelations 7 and I think it's.
Well, while you get to that, because this is really an open discussion.
Revelations and 9, and after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nation and kindred and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their head, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation unto our power, and sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And the angels stood around about the elders and the beasts, and the four beasts, and fell before the throne at their faces and worshiped Yahweh, and saying, Amen, and blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and the power. And now I'm going to just go straight to the point. And one of the elders answered and said unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence they came? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, These are they which came out of the great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white with the blood of the Lamb. And for they are before the throne of Yahweh, and serve them night and day. Serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them, and they shall.
Well, let's break some of that down. So
okay, kind of.
That's a mouthful. So yeah, that basically, when you read up that multitude, right? Or go back to what was that verse 9?
Okay, kind.
Verse 9.
Okay, verse 9. Okay, kind. And after this I beheld a great multitude which no man could number.
Okay.
And all nations and kindred and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
Okay, so that great multitude, it kind of leaves a hint, right, in saying that they were clothed with white robes, right, which that white represents purity. And the only holy nation, pure nation walking the face of the earth are Israelites.
That's right.
The so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans of today. Those people go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
Right? So even though, right, we're reading in this verse where that great multitude where, John, he couldn't discern, like, I don't know what or who these people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, because the angels are the ones that's going to be able to separate the sheep from the goats. You know what I'm saying?
The angels are the reapers.
And the reapers, they see, on a spiritual level, But nonetheless, in this chapter here, that's Revelation 7.
Revelation 7.
So yeah, dealing with that, that's dealing with the Israelites that look like other nations. Right? As the brother opened up, that we got Israelites scattered across the four corners or quarters of the world, right? Which is pursuant to the curses, right? The Lord, he said and promised that if we did not basically follow his law, statutes, and commandments, right, one of the curses is that we was going to be scattered.
That's right.
And that's what happened, and we're in the process of coming back together, under one fold, right? And having the elect saved.
Kind of. What I was gonna say, cause you own 7, I was gonna say, I think it's in the beginning where it talks about when the chariots come, all congregations of the different tongues, cause with Jake is all over. And Jake ain't gonna be looking like Jake, but that spirit of Jake.
Because right now we have Jakes that look like us that speak in different tongues. Right now we got Jakes that look like us, and they speak Spanish. We got Jakes that speak French, and they look like us, but they speak different tongues.
That's right.
I got family members that don't look like Jake at all, but they is a Jake.
We got Jakes that's in Canada right now. They speak French.
That's right.
They don't speak. They speak English too. They bilingual. But they speak French.
That's right.
But not only that, we have Jakes in these other islands that speak Portuguese or Spanish. We come. This truth is just that amazing that we come in all different tongue languages, and the beautiful thing about it is, this truth is manifest.
That's right.
And the beautiful thing about it, scriptures is coming true.
Because when these chariots get up the elect, they're gonna pick up, like I said, back in there. I assume it's in the beginning. A congregations of tongues, that's talking about Jake everywhere. Right. Oh yeah, kind of the one. Slakia. But yeah, you're gonna have some that's you're gonna like, oh, that guy look like a Moabite. No, he's an Israelite. This guy look like a so-called Arab. No, he's an Israelite.
Okay. Some of our celebrities right now, like
you got a bunch of them.
We in Detroit right now,
right?
And right now we got a motherfucker named Blake Griffin that's a center for the Detroit Pistons, and he's a so-called Jake. He's not he look white, but he's not a white man. He's a so-called Jake.
And the way he play basketball, it's a Jake. He don't know when they play like that. He might.
And look at John Amos. He got a son that looks just like him, but he's the complete opposite in color. And he's a mirror image. He's a mirror negative image of the way he looks.
Yeah, kind
of say a little polar opposite.
Kind of, because Blake Griffin's son. His son look like a straight up Edomite. He got blonde hair and blue eyes, but guess what? He's an Israelite.
You are what your father is.
Of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
And these devils. I seen this article. You coming in? Okay, I seen this article the other day. What they want to do is limit male reproduction. They want to make a bill in Alabama where they limit a male reproduction to after he have 3 kids. They're gonna force the male to become they're gonna what's the name of that damn thing they're gonna castrate him after he have 3 child. His 3rd child, they're gonna motherfucking damn, let me see if I can find that article right quick, because this is how wicked they want to do. They want to restrict the growth rate of it's all about birth control. It's not about it's not about they want to they're worried about the rate of birth. They want to control it so the white man can still stay on top.
That's pursuant to the elite's agenda concerning the Georgia Guidestones, which is Esau's counterfeit so-called laws to the 10 Commandments, to which one of the so-called laws of that Georgia Guidestones that it talks about reducing the population, down to I think, matter of fact, let me pull it up real quick because I got it here.
Yeah, because mainly, they really want to get you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they know you about to rule over the earth. They know you got the blessing, and they know.
Right, so it starts with, this is the first one. It says to maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Now, what's natural about that, really? Because, hey, again, that's adverse, right, to what the scriptures say. Because one of the I want to say that might be the very first commandment that was given unto man is to be fruitful and multiply. Right? We're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. So, all right, it's against nature to be trying to reduce the population. The Lord wants us to populate the earth. He made the earth just for that, you know. But anyhow.
Yeah, go ahead.
I found the article. It's an Alabama lawmaker bill that will require vasectomies, and I suspect the most people were pro-choice. I am. One simple reason why should a man attempt to legislate that a woman chooses regard her health, care for her body, worth versus weight, but why is they trying to restrict a man from because if you could stop a man from having children, then you could stop the population. And if you could, this is only going to be engineered and designed for the so-called the Latino, so-called Native Americans, the so-called black people. And this ain't for the so-called Edomites. It's so for the other races of color. You know, this ain't for the so-called rich.
Okay. Can you go ahead and get what you can get? Because I had something I wanted to get.
And you know, this is just the point. You know, the Alabama lawmaker bill required vasectomies. After you had like 3 kids, they want you to have a vasectomy. They're going to force a man to have a vasectomy, and then they're going to make that man pay for his own fucking vasectomy.
That's good.
Yeah, kind of.
Witness to Esau.
Kind
of. And so, did you have something?
Go grab that.
Okay, because this is an open topic. Before it said, brother would say something, I kind of want to get to what's going on.
Oh, let me go a little bit further. Okay. And Washington and Alabama Democrats have a unique response to recent law limit abortion rights in the state to require men to go under vasectomies either when they hit 50 or have 3 children. So y'all trying to be like China, where China had only 1 children law, and that backfired on their ass. Now China's trying to say you can have as many kids you want now.
It's too late for them.
Now it's too late for them now. But now you want to be like, we stopped women from having birth control, but now we want to stop men from having more than 3 children.
That's wicked.
So who are you forcing these men to have no more than 3 children? Because clearly,
it's Esau just trying to play God. He has that God complex to where.
No.
Okay.
Did you have more of that?
No. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
On that.
You had something?
But you're just speaking on that. You know, that's just Esau's God complex, trying to be like the Most High, as the scriptures say he would, be. Right. That's just one of his characteristics.
Well, like I said, this is part of that because it's Bible prophecy. You know what I'm saying? But like this is an open topic. What I was gonna get to first. Because we're in these direct times, so like I'm going through Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, because this is what's going on right now. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and then shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in devouring places. And it's been a lot of that this year so far. This is a year of prophecy once again. Because, we're in a time where everything is happening. You see what's going on in China right now. That's a real plague that's going on. But that come from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because the Lord, He's wrapping this up. And that's going to come a time like all the stuff you're getting right now, Yahweh Shem Yahushua about to get rid of all that. Like, the stuff you get on an everyday basis, He about to get rid of that. Your trade, these trucks going back and forth to get your everyday items, because 80% of your stuff is coming from China.
That's right.
Shit, 90%.
Oh, it's 90.
Every damn thing come from made in China.
China, right? Look on the back. On the tag somewhere.
This is a nation of consumers. You know, we very little is actually manufactured inside of America.
Kind of, because basically there over in China, you know, they have the term sweatshops, and basically the labor is extremely cheap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why a lot of everything that we see, touch, or you know, purchase, whatever, comes from China. You know?
And the scriptures even talk about us, this nation, as a nation of consumer in Revelations. What's that? Revelations. Hold on, let me see. The 18th chapter.
I got something to land back on what you just read.
Okay, go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 15. I start at 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." What I just read in Matthew 24 is dealing with prophecy. Like I said, we're living the days that were spoken of 2,000 years ago. We're living in those times right here and now.
That's right.
You know, with earthquakes in diverse places. You know, wars and rumors of wars, pestilence, like all those things are prevalent right here and now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing that's off in the distant future. You know what I'm saying? Just pop the news on. You know what I'm saying? You can see all these things unveiling.
Yeah, I found it. Okay.
It says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper," which we have the scriptures, it's written in paper. It's compiled in paper, right? It says, "For they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee." Incredulity dealing with lack of faith, right? It says that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, right? It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." So it's the Lord that's doing all of this.
That's right.
That's right.
You know? And the Lord, He's just doing this all so it eventually praises His name, all right? Because you know, a lot of these nations, they don't believe in a higher power, or they believe in idols, all right? But it's gonna come a time to where all nations upon the earth will have to give glory and magnify the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
Because I'll let you get your precept in a second. I want to say this right quick. Everything that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is doing right now, okay, I don't even consider this wicked, what he's doing, because this kingdom's going down no matter how you want to slice it.
The Most High is all things. He's good, He's evil, and He do all these things. So according to the scriptures.
That's right.
And how can the Most High be all powerful if He's not good and evil? You know, and this is a quick piece about.
Well, he's fighting for the elect right now too.
This is Romans 9:17. For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even this same purpose I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. And this is what it's all about, because the Most High name be declared throughout all the earth. He got put the fear of Himself into every living thing.
That's right. That's right. Good point.
And see, none of y'all fear the Most High, because if y'all did fear the Most High, then y'all will walk in His law, statutes, and commandments. But y'all don't.
Okay, because right now I looked up where this country is setting up camps, because if you get this shit that's going on in China, if you get it here, I found out they ain't gonna take you to no hospital. They setting up their camps. And what that's gonna lead to is the chip also.
Containment camps, right? Basically, where a place you go and be quarantined, meaning you'll be blocked off from regular society. You have to just do your bid until they say you can go, which probably.
And don't believe me, you can Google at the crib. They setting this up. They ain't messing around with this shit.
And as soon as some person shows signs of being sick on the airplane, they already going to divert that plane from going to that location to one of these areas. Matter of fact, it's 11 areas in the United States that they're going to divert the air traffic to, and I think last week they said Detroit is one of those areas.
Shit,
where they gonna send it to?
What was it, last week or the week before, over there at the airport? not the Detroit airport, but the other one outside of it, they shut that motherfucker down. Yeah, they shut that motherfucker down because they knew they was coming over here. Man, it looked like martial law like a motherfucker in there, man. Okay. So if you think they bullshitting, you got another thing coming.
That's right.
But anybody have precept?
Kind. This is 2 Corinthians 5:11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences. So hey, we understand and know the terror of the Lord. So the thing we're prophesying of, hey, we're dubbed as the prophets of doom. All right, by way of
heathen, he said it.
Yeah,
King Trump,
kind of DJ Trump. But hey,
King Trump for wickedness.
Sometimes that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying? The Lord got to instill that fear in you, to put that fire up under you, to provoke you, all right, to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So hey, the scriptures are bitter and sweet. It deals with the gospel, the good news concerning the kingdom of heaven. But before we get there, we got to go through the trenches. We got to go through the time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right quick. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Also, for that day is great, so that neither is like it. It is ever the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Now, when I read that, that's talking about the elect of 144,000 and 1/3. But you other niggas, y'all not gonna get shit. Right. Well, me and brother, drove through here, walking. We drove past, seen Jake still getting Chinese food, man. All right, okay, you niggas are done. Okay.
Yeah.
You got something now?
This is Ezra's 15:4. For the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, Yahweh will bring plagues upon the world.
You got the last one.
Sword and famine and death and destruction. For the wicked have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, and they profanely commit, neither I will suffer those things in which they have wickedly exercised themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And right now, you see us on the highways and the hedges right now. We ain't out there just to entertain you. We out there, we crying to our Lord to deliver us from this wicked ass place.
That's right.
Even while we outside on the highways and hedges crying outside, the spirits that crossed over into the spirit world, they are crying also.
Right. That's right. Because they in the spirit world now, they know they're Israelites.
And therefore saith Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent of blood among them. And behold, my people are led as a flock unto the slaughter, and I will suffer them now not to dwell in the land of Egypt. And this place right here, America, is spiritually called Egypt, Sodom, Gomorrah, Babylon the Great, Egypt, the house of bondage, Nineveh, what's a few more names?
Syria.
This place right here, it is that place. Okay, kind of. And this place, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues, and the punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it, and they that till the ground shall mourn, for the seeds shall fail through the blasting of hell and the fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. And in a minute, race wars want to happen. Hey, we just waiting for all this stuff to unfold. Because as soon as all this happened, we know our salvation is so much closer.
Because why you think Esau putting his movies like Outbreak, what's that other disease? Contagion.
World War Z.
World War Z, the Purge movies. You know, he's because they know about the Bible. They know who everybody is. They just playing stupid on y'all. You know, and y'all just looking at it, it's a movie. No, that's coming to pass. Because this society's about to get shut down. You ain't about to get no more food. You ain't about to get no more water. Keisha ain't gonna get her hair did and makeup and all that dumb shit. Ain't gonna be no 911. So this is coming to pass.
And
how much more you got?
A few more scriptures. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, and shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of action shall stand in their power, and man shall desire to go in the city and not be able. Martial law is coming. In a minute, you ain't gonna be able to go from city to city like you going now. In a minute, I might not be able to go. I don't stay that far from this brother right here. I could actually walk to his house within 45 minutes. You know, in a minute, I might not be able to walk to his house. You know, because it's going to be martial law. You know, this brother, he might not even be able to get over here to where he at. You know, because they might cut off the whole west side from this side of the town. So, it's going to be that fucked up.
Yeah. Well, this is getting rid of 2/3 time, so you about to be up out of here if you just a straight nigga. You out this motherfucker.
They're gonna have FEMA camps.
Right.
And also they're gonna have, you know, they're gonna also be forcing the RFID microchip. And if you don't know it, you should know that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast.
That's right.
Do not accept it. And if you do accept it, it's gonna be trouble for your ass.
They're gonna be eating a missile.
And who say if you do accept it, they still don't kill you.
Right. But we about to go ahead and wrap this up.
Go ahead and close it out, brother.
So with that, want to give all honors and glories and praises
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai for the brothers in this truth, for the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace to them. Peace to you, brothers. All right, Shalom, Kwan Bakiyan, and Abba Abba. One more time. One more time, Abba. Shalom.